So this philodendron has been sitting in my IKEA shelf for a while, and she needs a pick-me-up. She has all that mold. I know mold is not necessarily bad, but I still want to go in and just freshen up her soil. And then this aglaonema over there was just super dry. And then this pothos right in front, I had this in the same pot since 21. So yes, needless to say, that needed to be repotted. All of these babies on here just need some good TLC, so that's what I'll be doing. So not all of the roots were looking too good, so I did remove some of the dark roots, a little bit of root rot, and then just cleaned up the rest of it, and it turned out to be fine. I actually went ahead and split it as well, and I gave a piece to a good friend of mine, and then my other piece is currently on my office table. And after I did this, I did do the other plants, but I did those off of camera. It's time for some plant chores, a little bit of everything. So this vegetable is currently in sphagnum and perlite. I want to put it in PON. And my jungle boogie, which I started rooting a month or so ago, it's ready to be potted up. And look at that leaf that has grown underwater. And oh my goodness, this Brazil, it has been extremely sad. Something's going on. And my skeleton key and my begonia needs to be potted up as well. So I have had my Anthurium veitchii for a month now from Tropicals. I kept it came in sphagnum, and then I just put it in some sphagnum and perlite mix and kept it a little bit moist, and so far so good. It actually has new growth, which I'll show in a few. And I got PON recently, and I've been wanting to use it for some plants, and so I'm taking the big leap of faith and going to pot this up in PON. And as you can tell from my face, I'm like, what's going on? So I'm glad I did check this when I did, because some of the roots weren't looking amazing. So I did end up trimming some of the rotted roots off, which was more towards the end, but more towards the base of the plant. You can tell they're thick and white, healthy roots. And plus there's new growth, so I'm just hoping that she's not going to die on me. So I'm just going to remove some of those and then eventually just pot her up in some PON. So I'm using the Lechuza PON, and I already had pre-moistened this, so I'm going to be using the same container. And I don't want the roots sitting in the water, so I did put it just a little bit higher up, because I'm going to keep the water reservoir below the roots. Next, I'm going to be potting up my skeleton key, which I got from Paradise on a Pot. And Miles, if you're watching this, that begonia, I had it in my bedroom, north facing window, and I transferred it to the plant room, and she just did not like it. But that one leaf that you saw, she still has a lot of good roots, so Don't fret. I'm so sad though that she lost all those leaves, but her roots are really healthy. But this skeleton key, as you see, it has some beautiful skinny spaghetti roots, and I had to play with it a little bit. And this ended up potting really well. This jungle boogie has been living her best life. Her roots are great, and this cute leaf that grew underwater, so adorable. And I've been wanting to pot her up for a while. I was going to pot her in PON, but I chickened out, so I'm just gonna end up potting her in my mix that I've been using, just a regular chunky mix, lots of perlite and orchid bark, all those good things. I've been having this Brazil since December, and she was doing great. She was thriving. However, lately she's just, no matter how much I water her and everything, she's just been either limp and lots of yellow leaves. So I knew something was going wrong. So in my mind, I just thought I was going to give her fresh soil. However, she did end up having root rot. Even though those roots look good right there, her stems were just falling out so easy, and she had a lot of just squishy, mushy roots. And my phone actually died too, so you don't get to fully see that, but I just ended up chopping her up and putting her in a cute water vase so I can just wait for her to grow out and pot her up again. So my jungle boogie has been doing fine since I repotted her. That little leaf that was grown underwater, I knew that was going to happen. She's getting yellow and browning off. Any leaves that grow underwater and I pot them, they don't do well since they did grow underwater, but it's okay. I'm gonna just let her naturally die off and it'll be just fine. But I have a little mini jungle boogie. Here is my skeleton key, which is doing fine. I know it'll probably be a while, but I can't wait until it actually starts forming those keyholes. It's doing good, just super cute. Down in the dark depths of my jungle corner, my veitchii has been in the pond. It's now been a week and she's been doing good. I'm about to drop her, so I'm gonna put her down. And the new leaf is getting a little bit bigger than it was before I potted her in pond. A little bit bigger, so that's a good sign, right? But she's doing good. I haven't re-watered her. I've been keeping the water level pretty low. The roots aren't sitting in it, so the rocks are doing what they're supposed to, wicking the water up. So I'm happy about that.